Please welcome, from Blue Island, Father Connor Danstrom.
Evening, all. So glad people came to this.
You got a good crowd, Father.
That was what I was most nervous about. Actually, I was nervous that people would show up, but I was even more nervous that people would not show up. But you did, so I hope I deliver. I'm going to start with one that if you watch those videos, that you've already heard, but people liked it, so give people what they like. I can't help it that I have a widower's heart. Try to get out of bed, but I can't seem to start. When I hit the road, it was freezing and dark. Well, I hope that it's warmer wherever you are. I said I was sorry and turned to explain. The room, it was empty and bitter and drained. No song from the angel, no blood in my veins could ever replace you, and here I remain. Wash me and keep me and take me away. New York was a rough place, it suited me well. You bragged of religion and put me through hell. Maybe I'm better off, maybe it's hard to tell. But I left you there sleeping through trumpets and bells. Oh, rain, come wash me and keep me and take me away. Just one moment of peace, that would suit me just fine. It's echoes and glimpses of beautiful times. I know it's much harder on your end than mine. But if you ever pass through here, I'm not hard to find. Oh, rain, come wash me and keep me and take me away. Oh, rain, come wash me and keep me and take me away. Thank you. Thank you for that. An old comedian actually passed away, Mitch Hedberg, who had a joke, and he said, I taught myself how to play guitar. That was a bad decision because I didn't know how to play, so I was a terrible teacher. Which is kind of true of me. I taught myself, so to speak, how to play guitar. But in a way I didn't, the more I think about it, because every song that I like to play or know how to play, to some extent, was taught to me, even if I taught it to myself through the music I was listening to. But when I learned guitar, I was in college, and it was with a group of guys and gals who we all would, basically that was what we did when we hung out, was we'd get around the table or the fire or wherever we are on the front porch, and we'd just play songs. So even if I was in my room trying to figure something out off of iTunes or whatever, it was always with the mind of, I hope they'll like this when I bring it to the crowd. So a lot of this stuff I decided I had two options here. I could try to learn songs that I thought you would like and try to entertain you, or I could just play the songs that I like to play that are kind of part of me. And so, since I'm not a professional guitarist, I'll just treat you like my old college friends, like we're hanging out on the front porch around a campfire. And if you like them, you like them. How about that? Does that sound good? There's another comedian, Mike Birbiglia, he's still alive, and he said the first job he wanted was to be a Catholic priest when he was a kid because he liked making people laugh, and he thought, nobody gets easier laughs than Catholic priests. You make the corniest joke in a homily, and people are just like, oh, he tried to be funny, yeah! So hopefully you'll be that merciful with me vis-a-vis the music. I don't care to say what I fail to recognize every single day, from the poker to the prize. Running out of Springfield, I worked for the capital there. In the bags, I met a woman there who said she had a mind to make me a messenger man. If my father took his life for the national plan, I don't care, I'm about to stake my grave with an apron and a bucket of plans. Never ever, I can take the pillowcases off the yellow pillows, draw the property lines from the bed in the living room, the morning papers made the most out of nothing at all. Yes, it did. So we took a room with a view of the runaway. And I took off my clothes and she took it for a holiday. And I was taken for all the things that I never had before. Running out of Springfield, she left me with a note saying, Bobby, don't look back. And if my wife took a bicycle ride with a knife in her hand, I saw it coming, all the shad flies run at once, with a trumpet or a train, and I'm running from it. Wait a minute, give a minute, lady, I can explain the aftershave. Wait a minute, give a minute, Bobby got a shad fly caught in his hair. Yes, he did. That's kind of a weird one, but I like it. Arrest this man, he talks in maths. He buzzes like a fridge, he's like a D to asked this girl her Hitler hairdo is making me feel ill, and we have crashed her party. This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get when you mess with us. Karma police. I've given all I can, but it's not enough. I've given all I can, but we're still on the payroll. This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get when you mess with us. For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. Oh, for a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. I do mean to be picky, unlike Larry. Could I please have some of that sweet Blue Island beer? To hydrate?
Water.
I should know my
This is a band that was Radiohead, if you didn't know that one. One before that was Sufjan Stevens, Springfield. This is a band that was my favorite, continues to be one of my favorite bands, and the first band that I really learned songs of, but no one has ever heard of them. They're from Winnipeg, Canada, called the Weakerthans. John K. Sampson is their lead singer, and he was kind of a punk rock guy, but then they did this sort of pop band. And anyways, he has a lot of songs about his home city, with which he has a, thank you, Kevin, with which he has a love-hate relationship. Which I know a lot of people do have a love-hate relationship with the city they were raised in or born in, except people from Blue Island. It's just a pure love relationship. So you won't really get this song, I guess, if you're a Blue Islander, but I think it's nice. Late afternoon, another day is nearly done. A darker gray is breaking through a lighter one. 1,000 sharpened elbows in the underground. That hollow, hurried sound of feet on polished floor. And in the dollar store, the clerk is closing up, counting loonies, trying not to say, I hate Winnipeg. The driver checks his mirror 7 minutes late. The crowded rider's restlessness enunciates. The guess who sucked? The Jets were lousy anyway. The same route every day, and in the turning lane, someone stalled again, and talking to himself, here's the price of gas, repeat his phrase, I hate Winnipeg. And up above us all, leaning into sky, our golden business boy will watch the north and die and sing I love this town, then let his arcing wrecking ball proclaim, I hate Winnipeg. Thank you. Now I'm going to play. I've also written some songs. Would you like to hear some songs that Father Connor has written? Hate to use my name in the third person, but I've written a few, and some of them are not terrible. And I've chosen 3 of those ones that I don't think are bad for you. This one I wrote when I first started in the seminary. It was my first year. Anyways, hope you enjoy. She is a mother, she was a friend. She's born a Catholic, maybe not the best of them. She always got to church on time, and she never missed a day of work. She can't understand why no one ever came to see her. And now every morning they wheel her out into the hallway and turn on some music. Who are these people anyway? First kisses and college graduations, a car accident, those summer vacations all pass across her eyelids, and for a moment there's a place where she's young and her hair is blonde and her whole body doesn't ache. Then it's gone and she waits again for when the moment never ends, forgives those who've forgotten her, and says a prayer for her daughter. Well, don't you see her in the corner? I think she needs a glass of water. Does anyone have any questions? No? Happy songs? Do you want to hear a joke? Hear a joke? All right, here's a short one. The snake said to the other snake, "Hey, are we poisonous?" He said, "I don't know, why?" He goes, "Because I just bit my tongue." Did I that one? That was good, okay. Do you want to hear my favorite? You want to hear my favorite one about Jesus? Okay, some of you may have heard this. That's one of my favorite jokes. So Jesus is at the Last Supper, as you know, the day before he died, and his apostles are sitting around the table, and he says, "One of you that is here with me tonight is going to betray me." And John is next to him, and he says, "Is it me, Jesus?" And Jesus says, "No, it's not you, John." Peter says, "Is it me, Jesus?" "No, it's not you, Peter." Around the whole table, Bartholomew, Philip, Matthew, Simon, and Jude, the whole bunch. "No, it's not you." Finally, Judas is the last one. He says, "Is it me, Jesus?" He just goes, "Is it me, Jesus?" That's it. So this is one that was also on the videos, another one I wrote. This is right before I was ordained a deacon. I wrote this song. This morning I woke before the sunrise. It's not like I thought that I needed the time, but I'm glad that I did, and I'll do it again, 'cause darkness was covered in light. And on that first morning after you died, what were they saying about your life? Was anyone glad because you were gone? I'd like to think I would be crying. I'd be crying. I would cry. I would. And how many times have I told you I love you, and only a book ever tells me it back? And why sometimes does it feel like I know you, and sometimes like we've never met? And people are always talking about you and saying your name when they get upset. I wonder if you talk about me and think of me when you are sad. When you're sad, you are sad. You are. Since I've known you, life has been different. It's hard to explain the choices I've made, but the choices aren't really choices at all. You just won't leave me alone. And when you were 12, you once got lost. I got lost too. When I was 16, they looked for you and you looked for me. I can't believe anyone found us, that they found us, that they found us. It's going fast. Want to hear another joke? All right, one more joke. This one's really stupid. Do you want to hear it? So stupid. Okay. So a frog goes into the bank and he needs to get a loan. So the frog goes up to the banker, and she's named Mrs. Whack. And he goes up to her and explains, "I need a loan to get a lily pad. I have a down payment, but I need a loan to pay the rest." She said, "This is highly irregular. We don't normally give loans to frogs, but what's your name?" And he said, "Kermit." And she says, "I know Kermit the Frog. He's famous. You're not Kermit the Frog." And he says, "No, I'm not the Kermit the Frog. I'm Kermit Jagger. I'm actually Mick Jagger's son, Kermit Jagger." He's like, "This is really weird. Okay. Do you have any collateral for this loan?" And he's like, not really, I'm a frog, but I do have this. And he pulls out of his pocket this little, like, shiny piglet, like, figurine. It's this little chintzy thing. And she picks it up and she's like, what is this? I'm going to have to talk to my manager. This is really weird. So she goes back, and her name's Patty. And she talks to her manager, and he says, Patty, what's up? And she explains the whole situation with Kermit Jagger and the frog loan and the thing that she's got here. And he looks at it, and he goes, oh, it's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a Rolling Stone. You get it?
It's really great.
God, you guys are an easy crowd. All right, this is the last of the originals, but I wrote this for a friend of mine who was a mentor. Became a priest before I did, but I'd known him for years since I was in college. In fact, he taught me a lot of the songs that I first learned on guitar. A friend of mine, Father Nick Blaha, he's in Kansas City now, but when he was ordained a priest, I wrote him this song as his ordination present. Talk too softly when we gathered on a front porch on an evening I remember back when I was searching for something more than what I had, but that I wasn't really sure I wanted yet. When you told me how much this all would cost me, I thought that you were joking, but you weren't, and it still haunts me. A ballad or the smell of sable, it'll be a while before I sleep. Remember when the wind turned to a gravel road, this tyranny of everything must go. Now I know that the dog days are behind us and it's almost over now, and now I'm easy. Oh, the mornings when we shared our daily bread as diesel engines roared, we whispered our amen. Now I wonder if that was then and this is now, forever's always sometime till we're dead. Oh, the evenings when we sat between the embers and the stars were lit by torches on the hill. We met our maker on a tailgate in the Panhandle where right angles lived only in our heads. Well, I'm not sure why a carpenter in Palestine would love me or turn water into wine. All I know is that he's alive because of love, and so are you and I, and now I'm easy. To a gravel road, the tyranny of everything must go. Now I know that the dog days are behind us and it's almost over now, and now I'm not sure why a carpenter in Palestine would love me or turn water into wine. All I know is that he's alive because of love, and so are you and I, and now the tyranny of everything must go. Now I know that the dog days are behind us and it's almost over now, and now I'm easy. All right, well, I'd like to introduce and call to the stage a friend of mine, Megan Miller, who is an old friend. We met, have a round of applause for Megan. She's going to accompany me on a couple songs. She's a youth minister at St. Paul in Gurnee, Illinois. And she's made it all the way down here to Blue Island because she heard about this show. I was like, well, you're here, you might as well sing. So, no, we did practice. So thank you, Megan.
All the way from Great America.
All the way.
She was in line for Raging Bull and everything, and she's like, all right, I gotta go.
It's time to go to Blue Island.
It's too cold for that. Been traveling these wide roads for so long. My heart's been far from you. 10,000 miles gone. Oh, I wanna come near and give you every part of me. But there's blood on my hands. My lips are unclean. In my darkness I remember Mama's words reoccur to me. Surrender to the good Lord, and He'll wipe your slate clean. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Take me to your river. I wanna know. Dip me in your smooth water. I go in as a man with many crimes come up for air. My sins roll down the Jordan. Oh, I wanna come near and give you every part of me. But there's blood on my hands, and my lips are unclean. So take me to your river. I wanna go. Take me to your river. I wanna know.
Wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. Wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. Wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. Wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Oh, whoa, whoa. And take me to your river. I wanna go. Lord, oh please let me know. Take me to your river. I wanna go.
She's pretty good, huh? If I get murdered in the city, don't go revenging in my name. One person dead from such is plenty. No need to go get locked away. When I leave your arms, the things that I think of, no need to get over alarmed. I'm coming home. Wonder which brother is better, which one our parents loved the most. I sure did get in lots of trouble. They seemed to let the other go. A tear fell from my father's eyes. I just wondered what my dad would say. He'd say, I love you and I'm proud of you both, in so many different ways. If I get murdered in the city, go read the letter in my desk. Don't bother with all my belongings, but pay attention to the list. Make sure my sister knows I loved her. Make sure my mother knows the same. Always remember there was nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name. Always remember there was nothing worth sharing like the love that let us share our name. Thank you, Megan. Oh man, I think I decided I'm going to do this one, but I've never done this in front of anybody. Well, twice I've done it in front of people, but never this many people. And I was just on the fence in the last verse of that song. I was like, nah, I'll just skip it, but I'll do it. It's hard to remember all of it. But this is attached to a particular memory for me. I was probably a freshman, maybe a sophomore in college, and that guy I wrote that song for, Nick, we were on a kind of like an overnight Catholic retreat, church nerd thing, and he broke out of his stuff this thing he'd printed out. It was a poem by Bob Dylan called "Last Thoughts on Woody Guthrie." It's a long poem, and he read it, and I didn't know much about the story at the time, and but it just stuck in my mind, and to this day, it was like that. It didn't mean that much to me, but there was something about the feel of it that I was like, yeah, man. And especially with that group of guys that, one of them's here tonight, Father Tom Byrne. He went to college with me. A lot of my friends from those days, we all were either thinking about priesthood or eventually became priests. And it's funny the reaction people have when you play guitar or tell jokes or whatever, play sports. People are like, you can do that stuff as a priest? You can have a beer as a priest? Like anything interesting or cool, it's kind of like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. And it's funny because to me, like, becoming a priest was never like, oh, I'm going to do that because that's what's expected of me. My generation, it wasn't like that. It was like almost an act of rebellion in many ways. It was rebellion against not the typical things you rebel against, but it was a decision to go against the stream in many ways. So it's nice to have brothers and sisters who were in that with me, So this is kind of outdated. It's like 1963, Bob Dylan wrote this poem when a biographer of Woody Guthrie asked him to write 25 words about what Woody Guthrie meant to him. Woody Guthrie was a folk singer. He famously wrote, "This land is your land, this land is my land, New York Island." But he was famous for a lot of other stuff, and it was a big influence on Bob Dylan. So he wrote this poem, which may be dated, but to that era, but I think speaks today. I may not agree with everything he says in it, but like I said, I like the feel of it. So I hope you enjoy. When your head gets twisted and your mind grows numb, you think you're too old or too young, too smart or too dumb, and you're lagging behind and losing your pace in a slow motion crawl of life's busy race. No matter what you're doing, if you start giving up, the wine don't come to the top of your cup, the wind's got you sideways with one hand holding on and the other starts slipping and the feeling is gone. And your train engine fire needs a new spark to catch it, and the wood's easy finding but you're lazy to fetch it. The sidewalk starts curling and your streets get too long, and you start walking backwards though you know it's wrong. Your lonesome comes up as down goes the day, and tomorrow's morning seems so far away, and you feel the reins from your pony are slipping, and your rope is a-sliding because your hands are a-dripping, and your sun-decked deserts and evergreen valleys turn to broken-down slums and trash-can alleys. And your sky cries water, and your drain pipes are pouring, and the lightnings are flashing, and the thunders are crashing, and the windows are rattling and breaking, and the rooftops are shaking, and the whole world's slamming and banging. Your minutes of sun turn to hours of storm. To yourself you sometimes say, "I never knew it was going to be this way. Why didn't they tell me the day I was born?" You start getting chills and you're jumping from sweat and you're looking for something you ain't quite found yet, and you're knee deep in the dark waters with your hands in the air, and the whole world's watching with the window peak stare. And your good gal leaves and she's long gone a-flying, and your heart feels sick like fish when they're frying, and your jackhammer falls from your hands to your feet, and you need it badly but it lays in the street. And your bell's banging loudly but you can't hear its beat, and you think your ears might have been hurt, or your eyes turn filthy from the sight blind and dirt. And you figure you failed in yesterday's rush, and you faked out and fooled, white face on a 4 flush, and all the time you were holding 3 queens. It's making you mad, it's making you mean, like in the middle of Life magazine, bouncing around a pinball machine. There's something on your mind you want to be saying that somebody someplace ought to be hearing, but it's sealed in your tongue and trapped in your head, and it bothers you badly when you're laying in bed. But no matter how hard you try, you just can't say it, and you're scared to your soul, you just might forget it, and your eyes get swimmy from the tears in your head, and your pillows of feathers turn to blankets of lead. And the lion's mouth opens and you're staring at his teeth, and his jaws start closing with you underneath, and you're flat on your belly with your hands tied behind you, wish you'd never taken that last detour sign, and you say to yourself, "So what am I doing on this road I'm walking, on this trail I'm turning, on this curve I'm hanging, on this pathway I'm strolling, on this space I'm taking, in this air I'm inhaling? Am I mixed up too much? Am I mixed up too hard? Why am I walking? Where am I running? What am I saying? What am I knowing on the guitar I'm playing, on the banjo I'm frailing, on this mandolin I'm strumming, on the song I'm singing, this tune I'm humming, these words I'm writing, and these words I'm thinking? This ocean of hours I'm all the time drinking. Who am I helping? What am I breaking? What am I giving? What am I taking?" Do you try with your whole soul best never to think these thoughts, and never to let them kind of thoughts gain ground or make your heart pound, but then again you know when they're around, just waiting for a chance to slip and drop down. 'Cause sometimes you hear them when the nighttime comes creeping, and you fear that they might catch you sleeping, and you jump from your bed from the last chapter of dreaming, and you can't remember for the best you're thinking if that was you in the dream that was screaming. And you know that it's something special you needin'. You know that there's no drug that'll do for the healing, and no liquor in the land that'll stop your brain from bleeding. Yeah, you need something special. You need a fast-flying train on a tornado track that'll shoot you someplace and shoot you back. You need a cyclone wind on a steam engine howl that's been banging and booming and blowing forever, that knows your troubles 100 times over. You need a Greyhound bus that don't bar no race, that won't laugh at your looks, your voice, your face, and buy any number of bets in the books will be rolling long after the bubblegum craze. You need something to open up a new door, to show you something you've seen before but overlooked 100 times or more. Something to open your eyes. Something to make it known that it's you and no one else that owns that spot that you're standing, that space that you're sitting, that the world ain't got you beat, it ain't got you licked, can't get you crazy no matter how many times you might get kicked. You need something special, all right? It's something special to give you hope, but hope's just a word that maybe you said or maybe you heard on some windy corner around a wide-angled curve, but that's what you need, man, and you need it bad. And the trouble is you know it too good, because you look and you start getting the chills, because you can't find it on a dollar bill, and it ain't on Macy's windowsill, and it ain't no rich kid's road map, and it ain't no fat kid's fraternity house. And they ain't no Hollywood weed germ, and it ain't no dim-lit stage with that half-wit comedian on it ranting and raving and taking your money, and you think it's funny. No, and it ain't no nightclub or no yacht club, and ain't in the seats of no supper club, and sure as hell you're bound to tell that no matter how hard you rub, just ain't gonna find it on your ticket stub. No, and it ain't in the rumors people are telling you. It ain't in the pimple lotions people are selling you. It ain't no cardboard box house or down any movie star's blouse, and you can't find it on the golf course, and Uncle Remus can't tell you, and neither can Santa Claus. It ain't in the cream puff hairdos or cotton candy clothes. It ain't in the dime store dummies or bubblegum goons. It ain't the marshmallow noises of the chocolate cake voices that come knocking and tapping and Christmas rapping, saying ain't I pretty and ain't I cute, and look at my skin shine, look at my skin glow, look at my skin laugh, look at my skin cry, when you can't even sense if they got any insides, these people so pretty in their ribbons and bows. No, you'll not now or no other day. Find it on the doorsteps made out of paper mache, and inside it the people made of molasses who every other day buy a new pair of sunglasses. It ain't in the 50-star generals and flipped-out phonies who turn you in for a tenth of a penny, who breathe and burp and bend and crack, and before you count from 1 to 10, do it all over again. This time behind your back, my friend. The ones who wheel and deal and whirl and twirl and play games with each other in their sandbox world. Can't find it either in the no-talent fools who run around gallant and make all the rules for the ones who got talent. It ain't the ones who ain't got any talent, think they do, and think they're fooling you. The ones who jump on the wagon just for a while because they know it's in style, get their kicks, get out of it quick, make all kinds of money and chicks, and you yell to yourself. You throw down your hat saying, Christ, do I gotta be like that? Ain't there no one here that knows where I'm at? Ain't there no one here that knows how I feel? Good God Almighty, that stuff ain't real. That ain't your game. That ain't even your race. You can't hear your name. You can't see your face. You gotta look some other place. Where do you look for this hope that you're seeking? Where do you look for this lamp that's burning? Where do you look for this oil well gushing? Where do you look for this candle that's glowing? Where do you look for this hope that you know is there and out there somewhere? Your feet can only walk down 2 kinds of roads. And your eyes can only look through 2 kinds of windows. Your nose can only smell 2 kinds of hallways. You can touch and twist and turn 2 kinds of doorknobs. You can either go to the church of your choice or you can go to Brooklyn State Hospital. You'll find God in the church of your choice. You'll find Woody Guthrie in the Brooklyn State Hospital. That's only my opinion. I may be right or wrong. You'll find them both in the Grand Canyon at sundown. All right. I'm going to play an Irish one. There's another one we kind of instigated each other on as we were learning guitar songs. A few of us were Irish of heritage, so we try to learn our... There's a lot of different kinds of Irish songs. There's the drinking songs, which we learned those, but an Irish priest once told us at the seminary, he's like, do you remember this, Father Norris? He said there's 3 kinds of Irish songs. There's I'm over here, but I should be back over there. There's, I love my mother, and she has to know it. And there's, they were so cruel to us, and we're so charming. I think this is of the latter. This is they were so cruel to us, but we're charming. It's called 4 Green Fields. It's about the history of the Irish people from the perspective of an old woman who is Ireland.
What did I have? Said the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say, I had 4 green fields. Each one was a jewel, and strangers came and tried to take them from me. I had fine, strong sons. They fought to save my jewels. They fought and died, and that was my grief, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did say, there was war and death, plundering and pillage. My children died near mountain, valley, and stream, and their wailing cry, it shook the very heavens, and my 4 green fields ran red with their blood, said she. What do I have? Said the fine old woman. What do I have? This fine old woman did say, I have 4 green fields, and one of them's in bondage in strangers' hands, who tried to take them from me. But my sons have sons as brave as were their fathers, and my 4th green field will bloom once again, said she. My 4th green field will bloom once again, said she. Thank you. All right, Megan, I'm gonna play 2 more for you. Megan will be here up here for my closers here. I realize we didn't play any Christmas songs. No, we have a Christmas tree, but it is Advent. You know, us Catholics, we observe a season called Advent where we prepare for Christmas. You heathens with your Christmas carols during Advent. No, I'm just kidding. This is a religious song, a great hymn, "Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing," which in a way is a Christmas song, because at Christmas we welcome the Savior who is the fount of every blessing. We give thanks to Him. So we'll sing this for you. I didn't mean to call you heathens. A lot of you are Catholics and Christians. We're all brothers and sisters. So you get nervous, and then the lights are on you, and you say things. It was a fun night. Some of us said things we didn't mean. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy unchanging love. Here I raise my Ebenezer, hither by thy help I come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God, he to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let that grace now, like a fetter, bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it for thy courts above. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it for thy courts above.
Well, before we play this last one, just a big thank you to Blue Island Historical Society for having me. This is an extreme honor to have me, and it's been a great event. Thank you so much. Everybody on the board of the Historical Society. A special thank you to Kevin Brown, who sent me a message months ago. Hey, dude, you should do an intimate evening of music at the Historical Society. And I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. And then it actually happened. So, and you all came. That's who I really want to thank is you guys for coming and Blue Island for being the best city in the world, right? It's such a blessing to be your priest and blessing to have this be my first assignment as a priest, to be in this town and with all of you and just looking out at your faces and having known you and just looking at your faces and seeing the various ways that you've touched my life and that I've had the blessing of touching your life. It's just great. So thank you very much. This is the last song.
Oh, I wish I was a slave to an age-old trade, like riding around on rail cars and working long days. Lord, have mercy on my rough and rowdy ways. Call it wondering too many, call it pride of a man. But it don't make no difference if you sit or you stand, because they both end in trouble and start with a grin. Because they both end in trouble and start with a grin. We do it over and over and over again. Do it over and over and over again. Ooh, 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 California, Oklahoma, and all of the places I ain't ever been to. But down in the valley with whiskey rivers, these are the places you will find me hiding. These are the places I will always go. These are the places I will always go. I am on my way, I am on my way, I am on my way back to where I started. one more for the stars in their eyes and the wall. I see your face and then I saw you standing out. You saw me walking in the valley and you came out. I hear your voice in the crowd and you came out. Look at the sign on the door and it reads to me. Looked like the grass and the sign when you walked in. Cause I am on my way, I am on my way, I am on my way back to where I started. There's California, Oklahoma, and all of the places I ain't ever been to. But down in the valley with whiskey rivers, these are the places you will find me hiding now. These are the places I will always go. These are the places I will always go. Oh, I wish I was a slave to an age-old trade. Lord, have mercy on my rough and rowdy ways. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.